rising souls. What are you doing tonight, hanging out with your phone in your hand? We're getting into it, day 1897 in a row of the MarkinsPires show. Join us next hour or so. We're going over a few things. First and foremost, we're talking about this whistleblower that, dead, apparently just testifying, giving information about Boeing, and now died, apparently self-inflicted gunshot wound. But we're going to look into it and see what is happening on that story. It will be a quick run. We'll go through the entire story like we do every day. Not sure if there's much comedy in that one, but it is the comedy news typically. Then we're going to play some music on this guitar here and the sponsor of the show, the Beat Seat. The Beat Seat is the only drum in the world that you can play with your hands and feet at the same time. Full body drumming. It sounds like a drum kit. It's got 2 snares in it, 4 playable panels, and it's friggin' ridiculous. We're gonna rock out on that like we do every single night here. There's 209 songs on iTunes if you type in MarkinsPires, and what you hear there is not a drum kit, that's the Beat Seat. All those songs were written live in the moment. We write songs live in the moment here. So you could be a part of that tonight. All you have to do is type in a couple words on the screen, and I'll sing them. I'll sing your names if you head over to YouTube, because that's the way I can see you best. MarkinsPires, the link is in the bio on TikTok. You're gonna see this show best anyway, especially when we open up this news story. You're gonna see it over my shoulder. You'd be like, that's cool, I can read the story along with Mark. So head over and join. You could also exit, rumble it, Facebook if you really want, if you like Mark Zuckerchooch. That's on you if you like Zuckerchooch. He's kind of a Zucker dick in my mind, but that's just my feelings on the man. Alien man. He's an alien man. Anyway, how you doing out there? Everybody on TikTok, welcome. Hit that screen if you can. The more that do that, the more people are going to join us here on the longest running daily variety show on the planet. We do it here every day. So welcome. Main Girl is with me on YouTube. I See Leisure number 7. S-Coop is here kicking it with me. Jerry Hayes, Barella. I'm loving it, guys, from the top. You're not on YouTube and X and Rumble right now, all of them at the same time, and you're like messaging on all 3. I just have to question how much of a fan you are of the MarkinsPires show, So anyway, how's everybody doing out there? Man, we had an awesome, it's just one awesome comedy news story this morning. This wackadoo chick on, is that not appropriate to say, 2024. This wackadoo lady, is that better? On TikTok. She's basically like manipulating men, goes up to him, she's got lips that are mental, Octomom lips, and she's walking around like this. And she's like, excuse me, can you buy me a necklace from Tiffany? And these poor, these guys. And again, my theory is if a beautiful woman walks up to a single man, they're like, huh? Even if the guy's a good looking dude and you see one of the guys looks like Superman, I think that guy could go out and get any woman. And he's like, sure, I'll buy you a necklace. So I'm gonna drop that tomorrow or the next day. But we also have Sweater Guy from Twilight. We're gonna do that one tomorrow probably. Anyway, Matt Zabrowski. He's about to hit us with a woo. Joanne, keep the wheeze down. Joanne! Zabrowski's woo-hooing us. Joanne! You tuned right in the middle of the woo-hoo from Zabrowski. Zabrowski, I'm sorry, I can't even rate that one. I can't even rate it tonight because of Joanne, the wheeze, the tooting. Guys, did you see Jammin' Joanne? Wow. Butt Bears, how are you, my friend? Yeah, I think that's probably the best idea is to avoid Google platforms. It's the reality of it. I met with some friends today, and they're like, you got to build out that platform. I'm like, you can't. The platform's dead, man. Being John, how are you, my friend? But when you get notified by YouTube, out of the blue when you've done nothing wrong and when you've been probably the most suppressed streamer on planet Earth for the last 5 years, and then they tell you officially that you're harmful to YouTube, you're like, oh, okay, that's why it happened. But you know what? We're here, guys. At the end of the day, you have to remember, this is the most positive platform on earth. I'm here to lift you up every single day with positivity, with news that's not negative. There's no politics on this show at all. Like I used to do a comedy news with politics and impressions of Trump and Biden because I'm a celebrity impressionist. We'll do anybody else. You want me to do anybody else? I'm happy to do it. We're just not going to do the Trump, or we're not going to do Biden. We're not going to do anybody's political anymore. It's just better for us to make comedy out of things we can all connect on. I don't have any interest in turning anybody off. This is the platform where we all connect twice a day, morning 9 a.m., after 9 p.m. And that's the plan, is on the 9s, if I could somehow swing that. But at the end of the day, it's 2 shows a day, guys, where we could connect. We could do something unique together. We don't have to hate. We don't have to look at any of the other stuff that's distracting us. We could just be here in the moment together, play some music, laugh about something. So let's get into this quick story. I want to talk about this Boeing situation here. And I'm going to pull it up. This is how the comedy news works. It's not really comedy news today, but...
It's the Daily Comedy News with your host, MarkinsPires. Join us for breaking headlines and all kinds of comedy shenanigans. Brought to you by The Beat Seat.
The Beat Seat, it's always there for us, guys, every night. Let's get into this story, and we'll make it quick so we can get into some music, because this is what we do best at night, is write songs. Boeing Whistleblower found dead in the U.S. John Barnett had worked with Boeing for 32 years until his retirement in 2017. In the days before his death, he'd been giving evidence in a whistleblower lawsuit against the company. Boeing said it was saddened to hear of Barnett's passing. The Charleston County coroner confirmed his death to the BBC on Monday. It's interesting that they're only talking about this in England. It's said that the 62-year-old had died from a self-inflicted wound on March 9th. Police were investigating. That's interesting, self-inflicted wound. They can't make that seem like it's self-inflicted, right? Like, set it up. That doesn't happen ever, right? Mr. Barnett had worked for the U.S. plane giant for 32 years until his retirement in 2017 for health grounds. In 2010, he worked as the quality manager in North Charleston plant, making the 787 Dreamliner, a state-of-the-art airliner used mainly on long-haul routes. In 2019, Barnett told BBC that under pressure, workers had deliberately fitting substandard parts to the aircraft on the production line. It's like, you're like, yeah, let's just stick this in there. Like, that'll work. Sometimes they do that when they're at Boeing. He also said he had uncovered serious problems with oxygen systems, which could mean 1 in 4 breathing masks would not work in an emergency. He had soon after started working in North Carolina, he became concerned that the push to get the new aircraft built meant assembly process was rushed and safety was compromised, something the company denied, of course. Here's John Barnett, former quality control manager, right there. He was doing it until they were murdered. Shot himself after he was trying to whistle blow. He didn't get it all out. He started to blow the whistle. And then he was like, I can't handle it anymore. It's too stressful now that I finally came out and said all that stuff that was on my shoulders, weighing me down. Boeing just denied his assertions, however. In a 2017 review by the U.S. regulator, the Federal Aviation Administration did uphold some of Mr. Barnett's concerns. It was established the location of at least 53 non-conforming parts in the factory unknown, and they were considered lost. Boeing was ordered to take remedial action. On an oxygen cylinders issue, the company said in 2017 it identified some oxygen bottles received from the suppliers that were not deploying properly, but it denied any of them were actually fitted on the aircraft. After retiring, he embarked on a long-running legal battle against the company. He accused it of denigrating his character and hampering his career because of his issues, he pointed out. Listen, that's what happens. If you're going to point out issues with the company you're with, they're not going to be like, hey, let me do a ticker tape parade for you. You're done in that company. You're walking down the hall, they're side-eyeing you. You're getting that from one guy. The other guy's going like this. They're going to jump you. Next time you walk in the back to grab a coffee, you're getting jumped. At the time of his death, Mr. Barnett had been in Charleston for legal interviews linked to the case. Last week, he gave a formal deposition in which he questioned Boeing's lawyers being cross-examined by his own counsel. He had been undergoing a further questioning on Saturday when he did not appear. Oh my goodness, found dead in his truck in the hotel car park. Oh my goodness. You gotta be kidding me, right? This guy was totally taken out. Oh goodness, he was continuing his deposition and he just took he was like, I'm gonna sit in my truck, I just can't handle it anymore. Or more likely, some dude came up, whack-a-doo, and then just put the thing in his hand and like, yep. Sitting in the back seat when he got in the car. Bang biggity boo from the side, put it in his hand, it 1-2 Magoo. You know, I mean, look, I can give you 5 scenarios that happened, and none of them were that he pulled the trigger himself. I'm just saying. I don't know if you guys agree, but I feel like this is definitely going to be one of those scenarios like, you know, the jail cell where all the cameras were off all of a sudden. But he did it himself. You know, like all of these things are very troubling to me. John Barnett, God bless, buddy. You were doing the right thing. You were trying to sound the alarm so souls could be saved. This is like everything about the bottom dollar. These scumbag pieces of garbage. How much is Boeing worth? They're worth $117.44 billion, and they can't get the right parts? 53 non-conforming parts. Bottom dollar, not safety. You're worth $117.44 billion, and you can't do the right thing? You can't just say to your people, look, it may cost us a little bit more, but we do the right thing here at Boeing. We make sure that the soul gets from point A to point B. We're not like, you know what, let's strap on a little duct tape and see if we get there. There should be a massive, massive boycott against this company for doing this. Or any company that's going to ream their clients and put them at risk when they get in an airplane of all things. And then you look and see they're not worth like $150K and they're just getting started. They're worth $117 billion. Sorry. 4.44. That's unbelievable. That's because that's $440 million at the end, just in case you're wondering. It's like 177 billion. That's amazing. No, but there's also 440 million after the 117 billion. That's insane. How much would it have cost them to run the proper protocols until this was done and it was safe and they had all the right parts for the product? So this is my issue. Obviously, this guy was clearly found dead. But I don't think he was sitting in his truck contemplating the last moments of his life and saying, I think I got to find a way out. Why wouldn't he do it before? Let's just quickly delve. Why wouldn't he do it before he even started the deposition? What happened in that deposition that made him go into his truck and say, I can't share the rest? So sad. It's like you can't do the right thing. If you do the right thing, you get murdered. You try to save the world, you get murdered. The guy who built the water engine, Stanley, what was his name? I just talked about him the other day. I can't think of it right now. Stanley something. I just literally was talking about him the other day. Now we have to look that up, unless you guys have the answer. Anybody remember his name? Stanley? Stanley something. He was the guy who did the water engine, poisoned. Timing is totally, absolutely suspect. You have to question everything these days. You know, it's a time in history where you can't trust what you see. Can't trust what you read. You really can only trust those that you know or have the same perspective, which is an open mind, and that everything is not correct. Everything is the opposite of what it should be. The complete opposite. This concept of allowing falsehoods to become truth, it doesn't work. And that's why we're all so confused with the way the world is today. You know, you say a show called MarkinsPires is harmful to the world or to your world at YouTube. It's amazing, everything is backwards. Good is bad, bad is good. If you're out there and you're promoting an agenda that's totally not real and it's fake and it's harmful to the world, you get benefited by it and you become part of some weird conglomerate of negative energy that is growing. It's constantly growing. All of the channels that are meant to distract you from the joy of the world we live in are just growing, and the ones that are intended to take you away from it all are being hidden from you, being canceled, being called harmful, whatever. But whatever's going on proves to me that we have to work harder as a group, as a people, as a community, in order to bring light into the darkness that's out there. It is everywhere, and we have to work twice as hard in order to shine through it. Because there are souls out there just begging to find us, just begging to find someone who's not going to give up, someone who's going to show up for 1,897 days in a row. The world needs it. We all need hope. But the only thing I can offer is a space twice a day where we can connect, where everybody can be here. And whatever's going on, there's music, there's comedy, there's news stories, but whatever's happening, we are actually live together, and that chat can grow. The love and the light that's out there, that's coming from my heart and my soul, can double with yours when two or more are together. That was meant to say that the power of two is amplified by the power of God. That's the best way I could explain it, and I thought about that. If you put it on paper as a mathematical problem, it would be 2 by the power of God. You tell me how freaking powerful that is. So when we join together and we're trying to find comedy in a world that's so negative and dark, and we do it without talking about politics because we know that that's only negative and dark, there's no good side. We are in this, it's us against them. It's not sides, it's us against them. It's gotten too big. They control it all, and we are the most powerful force, and they keep us at bay, they keep us distracted. Let's get another sport. There's Taylor and Travis. Anything they can do to get the world to forget about the fact that there's wars going on, and the moves they're making behind the scenes, behind the curtain. The wizard is making moves, and then they're just talking about it in a different slant when you turn on the TV. There is no way to find what's really going on unless you decide to do the research yourself. You decide to say, you know what, enough is enough. I'm going to use the power of my hands and this keyboard, and I'm going to search until I get the real answers. And that sometimes means reading multiple sources. It sometimes means seeing what someone says and then fact-checking that against the complete opposite perspective. You know, it's a lot of work, but you have to do it if you really care, if you really want to. I don't know. I don't anymore. I'm honest about that. I don't even look into it anymore. I'm over it. I'm here to lift you guys up. I got a mission in this world. It's show up every day. So you guys know, no matter what's going on in your world, there's one show live every day of existence. As long as my heart's beating, I'm going to be here. I'm going to put on a show for you. I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to write a song. We're going to do something goofy. We're going to have a lot of fun. But we have to do something together. Enough of the division. It's an existential threat to humanity. And it's something that is literally, it's something we have no control over. It's a threat that's coming from the outside. The media is enforcing this with every single conversation. It's all about race. It's all about everything divisive. There's nothing that is about us coming together. And so shows like this exist, the ones that are intended to bring us together. So let's do that. It's time to play some music. Do you guys have a topic for me? I'll tell you, while I get my beat seat out, I'm going to play you. Do you guys want to hear Jam and Joanne? Or do you want to? Yeah, let's put Jam and Joanne on. Because this is the newest song. And it's quite ridiculous, I have to say. Because Jam and Joanne's a Weezer, if you guys don't know that. And she kind of takes over on this one. Hollywood cult leader. That was a good bit. Oh, goodness. We do a lot of silly things here, don't we? Let's see if we can find Jam and Joanne for you. There it is. I had it open. All right, I'm going to actually give that a like because we need likes in order to get more people to see this stuff. So, here we go. Let me shut this down. Oh, Joanne, nobody wants to see your big wheezy body back there. Oh my goodness, Joanne. Really? Hilly Billy, it's your birthday, buddy? Oh my goodness, guys. We got to play a little something for... Really, Joanne? We have to play a little something for Hilly for his birthday. You're going to play a birthday song for Hilly. Let me do this. I'm going to get the beat seat out, the only drum in the world for guitar players. While we do that, this is a very short but cool song. It's Joanne, the Weezer. Magoo. jamming Joanne. She can do it, I swear she can. She can hover from here to there. She's as big as a whale. She can get through the doorway, no, jamming Joanne. Oh, jamming Joanne, yeah. Have you heard of her, jamming Joanne? I can't get rid of jamming Joanne, no, she can get to you with the wheeze. It's all you ever hear when you're in the studio. I hope I could get some earplugs for Christmas this year. It's jamming Joanne. You take a picture of Joanne. She's sleeping, nope, she's wheezing. She wheezes louder every day. It's all I ever hear when I'm sleeping. I'm dreaming about a wheeze. I can't get away even when I'm sneezing. I'm hearing the wheeze and I can't take it anymore. Jamming Joanne. She can do it, she can. Yeah, jamming Joanne. She's wheezing. Yeah, jamming Joanne. Yeah. She can jam it, she can. Yeah. I said jamming Joanne. Jamming Joanne. It's all I'm hearing when I'm dreaming. Oh, I can't take it anymore. Jamming Joanne. Hey, hey, hey. Joanne, you wheezer. She's a wheezy McGee. You gotta give it to Weezer over there, right? Every once in a while she's doing it, you know, all the time. You guys know that. She's just always wheezing. Hilly, happy birthday, my brother. Sig Sauer in the house. What happened, John? Did John get a timeout? What happened with B and John? That's my brother from Wilton. You know, because we're talking about this division thing, I'm going to play you guys something here. We did this maybe 2 weeks ago. I love this song, and it's actually Mr. Mark Wages, our brother, who asked me to play this. This is going to be a little something. Then we're going to play Hilly Billy, a birthday song after this. I actually would like to see if I can do a good enough version of this to drop as a song for you guys. Let's see if it goes well. It's a very cool song. You guys know it well. Everybody knows this song. Wages, the first night he came here, asked me to play this. I didn't know who Wages was. And he came and said, "Hey, can you play this?" I said, "Yeah, hey, buddy." And then now he's become one of my best buddies. I still haven't met him in person, but he's my pal. We talk to each other offline all the time. And nothing but love. Mark Wages is one of the kindest souls on planet Earth. Love that man. guess we'll just do it like that. It's pretty slow, but first of all, this is so. I mean, it's been sitting in this. The weather changes in this garage are so crazy. Johnny Ray, South Pacific Walter, Richard John DiMaggio, Joe McCarthy, Richard Nixon, Studebaker Television. Started over because I know I would have probably had a very, very close to. Yep. Did we go Elgato there, guys? Did I catch Elgato? I may have caught Elgato right before it's just been. That's classic because we were about to get smashed with Elgato 26 minutes in. If you guys don't know what Elgato is, every 30 minutes my camera shuts off. It's a flaw, I think. I mean, Canon does it. There's a way to shut off auto power off so it doesn't do that, but my camera shuts off every time at 30 minutes. I've got multiple Canon cameras that all shut off right at 30 minutes, except for the one that's doing the beat seat. That one stays on like eternally. I put it on like 7 years ago, and it's still on. It doesn't ever shut off. I'm like, why can't you just do that with all the cameras, you chooches at Canon? Anyway, so every 30 we get an Elgato, unless you guys remind me. Or I remind myself, which is what just happened. So we're playing We Didn't Start the Fire by Billy Joel on the Beat Seat, the only drum in the world for guitar players. You can get one at beatseat.rocks if you like this, and I'll build you one. Here we go. China, Johnny Ray's Pacific Walter, Richard Joe DiMaggio, Joe McCarthy, Richard Nixon, Studebaker Television, North Korea, South Korea, Marilyn Monroe. Rosenbaum's H-Bomb, Sugar Ray, Ponjamon, Brendo, King and I, the catcher in the rye. Is an hour vaccine. England's got a new queen. Marciano Liberace. Sadiana goodbye. We saw the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. We didn't start it, no. You know we're going to fight it, yeah. Didn't start the fire, no. Joseph Stalin, Malin, Nessa, Prokofiev, Rockefeller, Kapanon, Communist Bloc, Roy Kahn, Juan Perón, Tuscany, Dicron, Beyond and Flew, Octavia, rock around the clock. Einstein, James Dean, Milton's got a winning team. David Crockett, Peter Pan, Elvis Presley, Disneyland, Bordeaux, Budapest, Alabama, cruise ship, Princess Grace, Peyton Place, trouble in the Suez. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire, we didn't light it, but you know we're going to fight it, yeah. You know we're going to fight it, yeah. We didn't start the fire, no. We didn't start it, no. We're trying to fight it, though. past tonight. Mickey Mantle, Kerouac, Sputnik, John Lowe, and Bridging River Choir. Lebanon, Charles de Gaulle, California baseball star with her on the side. Children in the Formaldehyde. Buddy Holly, Ben-Hur, Space Monkey Mafia, Hula Hoop Castro, Edson is a no-go. U2, Sigmund Ray, Peo, Kennedy, Chubby Checker Psycho, thousands in the Congo. We didn't start the fire. I was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it. You know, the fighting, yes. We didn't start the fire. Hemingway, Eichmann, stranger in a strange land. Dylan, Berlin, Bay Pigs invasion. Lawrence of Arabia, Riddle Schmidt mania. Home is John Glenn, Winston Yeats Patterson, Paul Malcolm X, British politician says, it's JFK blown away. What else do I gotta say? We didn't start the fire. I was always burning since the world's been turning. Yeah. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but you know we're going to fight it. Yes. You know we're going to fight it. We didn't start it, no, we're going to fight it, oh. Birth control, Ho Chi Minh, Richard Nixon back again. Moonshot, Woodstock, Watergate, punk rock. Begin rain gating, Palestine, terror on their island, Russians in Afghanistan. With fortune, Sally Ride, and the other side. Foreign debts, homeless vets, AIDS, crack, Bernie gets. Hypodermics on the shore, China's under martial law, rock and roll on color walls. I can't take it anymore. No, we didn't start the fire. No, it was always burning. The world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. We didn't light it. You know we're going to fight it. Yeah. Helen Gill! I want you to know something, Helen Gill. Oh, goodness. My man, Hilly, thank you so much. Andrea O'Neill, I got a cutting board coming to you, Helen. I mean, Andrea, thank you so much. So listen to this, Helen. Tonight before I did the show, I saw the Boeing thing, so I made that the title. I almost switched it over to say, where is Helen? Does anybody know where Helen is? I was going to change to something like that because we're worried about you. I'm so glad to see you. All right, so we need a Hilly Billy birthday song. Because of the name Hilly Billy, we can get fun with this, especially musically, because it's got more of a hillbilly type of vibe we can go with. So I don't know what that means. I don't know how to play it, but we're going to try. It's the Hilly Billy birthday jam. Billy birthday jam. Days in a year. One day so special, more than most. It's called the birthday jam. Hilly Billy birthday jam. Wake up, see the sunrise into the day. Grab my Bible and say 1, 2, 3. I pray I'll get through to my day. Yeah, the Hilly Billy birthday jam. Hilly Billy birthday jam. Hilly Billy. Grab yourself a cigar, kick it, have a good time, yeah. Have a good time, yeah. The Hilly Billy birthday jam. I got to say, we all need to pray. The Hilly Billy birthday jam. So silly, 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 yeah. It's the Hilly Billy birthday jam, yeah, yeah, yeah. The Hilly Billy birthday jam, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Hilly Billy jam, yeah. The Hilly Billy jam. Hilly Billy birthday jam. Hilly Billy birthday jam. Open up the good book, give it a good look. Say a 2 or 3 prayers into your day. Yeah, yeah, it's the
birthday jam. Hilly-billy birthday jam. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hilly-billy birthday jam. The hilly-billy birthday jam. Yeah, 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 I hope that played through. I don't know why my freaking internet's all wacky all of a sudden. Whew, the Hilly-Billy birthday jam. And Sig Sauer is also a birthday. It's my brother. Oh, goodness. We got a double birthday. My man Raven in the house. Did anybody like the Hilly-Billy birthday jam? Because I didn't see anybody talking about it. I thought that was pretty freaking awesome. Oh, my goodness. Hilly, happy birthday. Sig Sauer, it's your turn, buddy. Late into the hour, we find Sig Sauer celebrating the day of his birth. So lucky to have him here hanging us. Yes, it's so to be with friends on your birthday, 6 hour hour. Yeah, we all shower in love in the 6 hour hour. Yeah, happy birthday, 6 hour. Grab your guns, get ready, 'cause the hour's coming when we're gonna get to kick the man in the eye. No. I don't know what I'm talking about. Because you know you have to have at least one 6 hour, right? I like a amaretto sour. Oh, 6 hour. I freaking hate this pick. The 6 hour. Oh my goodness.
what song this is in. I just don't remember what song it is. Let's play something you guys know. How about that? Get rid of that stupid pick because I hate it. It's a terrible pick right there. I made it, but it's just not cleaned up yet. I'm getting knocked. I don't know why the internet's so wacky right now. It's getting, it's popping in and out. It's going to probably lag a little bit, but hopefully you at least get the song. All right, so what I was thinking is playing you something. I think I've played this maybe 1 or 2 times. I always get knocked by YouTube. I don't give a crap. See if this is the right one. Here we go. 1976. Casey. Okay.
Desert highway, cool wind in the air, warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance I saw a shimmering light. My head grew red, set to grill, yeah, had to stop for the night. There she stood in the doorway, heard the mission bell. I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. Then she slit up the candle, she showed me the way. And her voices down the corridor, and I heard them say, welcome to Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. Plenty of room in the Hotel California. Anytime here you can find it here. Her mind was Tiffany twisted about this Mercedes Benz. She got a lot of pretty boys then.
I can't I read chords? Because I don't know how to read music, but at least I can read the chords.
Her mind was Tiffany twisted. She got a Mercedes Benz. She got a lot of pretty boys that she calls friends. How they dance in the courtyard, sweet as summer sweat. Some dance to remember, some dance to forget. So I called up to the captain, please bring me my wine. I haven't seen that spirit here since 1969. Still those voices are calling me far away. Wake up in the middle of the night just to hear them say, Hotel California, such a lovely place, such a lovely face. Living it up in the Hotel California. What a nice surprise, bring her out of eyes. Mirrors on the ceiling, being champagne on ice. You're just the prisoners here of our own device. In the master's chambers they gather for the feast. They stab it with their steely knives, but they just can't kill the beast. Last thing I remember, I was running for the door. Had to find my passage back to the place I was before. Relax, said the nightman, we are programmed to see. You can check out anytime you like, but you just can't.
How's everybody doing out there? Thank you for kicking it. I'm seeing all this freaking drop in the look at this. It goes from 24,000 to 0. It's all over the place. Helen Gale, so happy you're here. Guys, I'm not sure how it's looking on your side. Hopefully you're getting the full feed and it's not wackadooing it, you know? But it seems like it's wackadoing it. I don't know why. You know what I could probably do? So you know what? I'm going to just shut this off. Hold on a minute. Sometimes when I fix, there's usually like electronic interference. Let's see if I can fix it. If I can fix it with my other router, sometimes it fixes it for this router. A new firmware fixes what? I don't want to do new firmware right now. I just want to do like a network optimization. Let's see if optimize the network real quick, okay? Yeah, see, it's telling me it needs to be optimized. Optimize that mofo, you know what I mean? Mark, do Funky Town. I don't know how that goes. Can you take me to a funky town? That one, right? Can you take me to a funky town? Won't you take me to a funky town? I gotta hear how it goes. I'll see if I can listen to it.
That's alright, mama. That's alright for you. That's alright, mama, baby. Everywhere you do, that's alright. That's alright. That's alright now, mama. Anyway you do. Mama, she done told me. Papa done told me too. Son, that girl you fooling with, she ain't no good for you. That's alright. That's alright. That's alright now, mama. Anyway you do. Anyway you do. So right now, mama. Anyway you do. Well, I'm leaving town, mama. I'm leaving town for sure. You ain't gotten with me hanging around your door. That's alright. That's alright. That's alright now, mama. Anyway you do. Anyway you do. That's alright now, mama. Anyway you do.
I've never played it that fast before. That was crazy. Oh, goodness. Sometimes when you do it. Now, what I'd like to do, because we got it out there. Oh!
It's the
So, what I'd like to do is I want you guys to know what you miss every morning at 9 a.m. because it's freaking ridiculous. We're on to so much crazy stuff here. And I think you need to join us for these morning shows because they're ridiculously funny. And it's only because we don't have a script. We don't do politics. It's just everything else but politics is the concept of this show. And I'm having a lot of fun doing it. I'm on the wrong channel. That's why. Give me a minute here. But I'm having a heck of a lot of fun creating these news stories. And I feel like everyone is just like so much fun to watch. I don't know why. I like watching them. I think they're funny. That's maybe just me. I'm out of my mind. Possibly. Most likely. Right? I mean, who else would do this crazy stuff? Let's watch this because Billy lost a ton of weight. And I'm very proud of him. But this is one of the funniest bits ever. You know, like I said, if you can find comedy in any scenario that's not political, I'm on. I'm on board. I'm watching it. I want to be there. Let's see. I hope you enjoy this one. I give you the link right there if you want to give it a like and a comment.
It's the Daily Comedy News with your host, Mark Pires.
Come on.
Join us for breaking headlines and all kinds of comedy shenanigans. Brought to you by the Beat Seat.
Apparently it won't.
So that's pretty
Let me
amazing.
change
Billy
the screen.
Gardell, I got to give it to you, buddy. Good for you. You're looking good. I kind of liked him the old way, right? I mean, look at him. That guy was funny. That guy's a funny guy right there. Like, I'm just thinking, like, now, I'm not laughing at that guy as much. You know, he's just like a sweet guy I want to go out and have dinner with. Oh, yeah, how are the stocks doing? Oh, they're up. That's good. Where do I put my money? Like, you're the insider trading guy, you know? You give us the insider trading deals. Billy Gardell. You know what? But this, again, I'm laughing when he says things. This guy, I'm getting my pen out. I got to just do financial advice. I'm ready to go, you know? Mike and Molly star Billy Gardell shares secret to maintaining 170-pound weight loss. I had to do a double take. Do you guys remember him? This is him. And this is him. This is him. This is him now. Oops, hold on a minute. Yeah, this is him. This is him now. That's some craziness right there, right, guys? You guys remember him? Mike and Molly? It's a funny show, you know? And that's him now, guys. Like, that's pretty crazy, right? I don't know. Take a look at this. Let's just read. 170-pound weight loss. Proud of you, guy. Seriously, proud of you. Let's talk about how he did it. Let's just see what he did to do it. Billy Gardell, known for his starring role on the sitcom Mike and Molly, has lost a serious amount of weight. Now the actor is revealing the details and how he managed to do it. What does he do now to maintain his weight? Gardell went under bariatric surgery in 2022. He told people in the new interview that the procedure changed and saved his life. He then added, but what I'm saying about the surgery is not the answer. It's just the beginning. My suggestion to anybody who's considering this is to study and really immerse yourself in the commitment it takes after the surgery to maintain this and take care of yourself. If you're not willing to make that commitment, I wouldn't do the surgery. But if you are willing to make that commitment, then it's been an incredibly healthy change for my life. That commitment for Gardell includes a healthy diet and regular exercise. He also makes sure to go on a walk every day. He has a cheat meal once a week, but sets limits on it, such as 2 slices of pizza as opposed to the entire pie. Gosh, he looks so different. He added, I've really learned that the thing is not to look in the mirror and be mean to yourself and go, oh, you got no chance at this. Or you got to change this. Come on, you lazy piece of crap. Keep going. None of that works. You got to look in the mirror and go, all right, I love you and I'm going to take care of you today. And that's a hard thing to get into until you evolve emotionally. The idea of not being able to be there for my wife and my kid motivated my change, motivated me to commit to whatever it takes to get healthy. Sometimes you need help and you need to be humble enough to ask for help in order for that to happen. So that's pretty amazing. Billy Gardell, I got to give it to you, buddy. Good for you. You're looking good. I kind of liked him the old way, right? I mean, look at him. That guy was funny. That guy's a funny guy right there. Like, I'm just thinking, like, now, I'm not laughing at that guy as much. You know, he's just like a sweet guy I want to go out and have dinner with. Oh, yeah, how are the stocks doing? Oh, they're up. That's good. Where do I put my money? Like, you're the insider trading guy, you know? You give us the insider trading deals. Billy Gardell. You know what? But this, again, I'm laughing when he says things. This guy, I'm getting my pen out. I got to just do financial advice. I'm ready to go, you know? It's funny. I'm trying to hear his voice because, you know, he had like that voice. Oh, yeah, Molly, what are we doing tonight? You know, he kind of had this like big talk thing. He's like, hey, Molly. Oh, that's fine, Molly. We can go out and grab a bite to eat later. And then I see him. I'm like, Microsoft is down. Oh, goodness. You know, you guys understand. You can see it. He's definitely got the face of an assessor or something like that, you know. Like I definitely met an accountant, and I think this is him. I'm pretty sure when I spoke to him, he's like, I'm an accountant, and I'm like, are you Billy Gardell? Because you could do it, you know. He's looking good though. No, he really is. I'm very, very proud of you. Especially that's a hard thing to do, to keep it off once you take it off. Most people have. That's the hardest thing. Let's just pray he's able to continue doing that. That's a thing where some people do it for a very long time. They're able to keep it off, and then they just eventually break. And then it's just like one day you see Billy Gardell again. You're like, he's funny again. You know, guys, he's going to get out there and do it. I could see him doing it now. He grabbed the microphone. I'm like, I'm just waiting for the, hey, hey, whatever the hell your name is. Michelle? No, what was it again? Molly. Hey, Molly. And I'm like laughing already. Like, I don't even need him to say anything. Mike and Molly, you know, you got to say sometimes when you come up with a funny bit, you got to go with it. I'm really definitely proud of the guy for doing the work he has to get to that weight. And looking forward to him going back so he can get a laugh again. You know, 400 pounds, he gets up there, he grabs the microphone. Hey, Molly! He's back. You know, guys, we're all there, a standing ovation at the end. Right now, though, he's doing a webinar today. You know, stock picks. I'm tuning in right after the show to get the Gardell stock pick of the day. That's what they call it. You know, so people are like, oh, when are we gonna advertise that and market that? No, Gardell, he likes to keep that one on the lowdown. You know, so you just have to tune in on the Discord, and you get the Gardell stock tip of the day.
Thank you for watching. Please hit the like on the way out the door, leave a comment, and share. I'm live at 9 a.m. and after 9 p.m., so join us. This is the MarkinsPires Show.
Can I just quickly tell you guys how insane these stories are? Like, for example, I guess this got disconnected here. All right, let me shut that down. So I have something going on here I wanted to share with you. Yeah, basically, I could also officiate that wedding, John. I actually got I got ordained as a minister on Christmas Day. So an ordained minister was considered harmful to YouTube. I forgot about that detail about being an ordained minister now. But yeah, I forgot. I was thinking about going with Minister Mark. MarkinsPires. I haven't actually done it yet, but I know I could. I could order everything, and there's fees involved and everything, but it's cheaper, I know, than having an actual priest do it or anything like that. But I haven't actually taken on that task yet. I did think it would be kind of cool if I was to really take that on, because then I could do other things, other different services, baptisms, etc. for people. And I thought it would be cool to do it for the family, you know, for all these people in this community. Is like when people have a thing and they're like, hey, we'll fly you out. We want you to marry us, that type of thing. You know, as a spiritual leader, I consider myself to be a spiritual leader on this dire and dark world we're living in. I felt it necessary to make it official in some capacity. So I don't know what that means. When I got it on Christmas Day. I remember I was just like, I don't know if I'll ever do anything with this, but I do have, I have the opportunity to, if I ever wanted to, you know, go and preach or something like that officially, which I would like to do. I would actually love to get in front of a, you know, congregation and just speak, you know, and just say how I feel about things, you know, in a spiritual manner. That's the connection to God. This is how cults get started. It's so true, man. Yeah, we're not doing it that way. I just thought it'd be kind of cool if someone did ask for that type of service, I'd be able to offer it. It'd be kind of cool. But yeah, we're a positivity and connection show here. It's not a religious show by any means. No matter how religious anybody is on this show or off this show, if Joanne happens to be the most religious person on earth, you know, that's another option. But as far as it goes, I have been planning on going out and playing gigs in Connecticut, maybe New York in the spring and summer if I could find some locations. Maine's an ordained minister too. Yeah, there's a lot you can do. You know what, Maine, we should talk. I'll maybe have you on so we could talk about it, because I really haven't explored it. I just got it, and then I was just like, okay, cool. It's another thing to throw on the freaking, you know, on the card or something.
It's actually interesting. Thinking about that. As a realtor, I wonder if I could put the ordained minister on there. I could bless houses. Ooh, I could bless houses for my clients. That's interesting. You know, we're on to some crazy stuff. I'm building cutting boards. I'm going to build cutting boards for my clients now. And the cool thing about it is it's going to be a really amazing scenario. Like, let me show you. So I have Andrea's over there. It's about to print and put my logo on it. It's actually, I'm going to do that right after the show. But these right here are for clients, and this is cool because I was able to laser engrave my information on the bottom with my cell phone number and thank you for your business. And it's just a way for people, if they're cutting with my cutting boards in 5 years and they flip over, they're going to, oh yeah, Mark, he's a realtor in Connecticut and New York. And maybe that'll provide me with some additional business. But outside of that, this piece of wood, is walnut. My info's right there on the bottom. Walnut cutting board, a smaller, cooler size for someone who doesn't have a ton of room. And then this is the one I made last night, which is absolutely stunning. And this is going to go to my most recent clients that just closed on a house. Again, my info on the bottom. Thank you for your business. And now what's cool about this is got the laser engraving and that's nice, but it's a cutting board out of walnut. And, you know, you could buy walnut wood. Like, you can go on Home Depot and buy walnut. You'll never get anything this wide. Okay, this is the reason that this is wide is because last summer I took my Alaskan chainsaw mill, which I have a chainsaw. I put it on this thing. It's called an Alaskan chainsaw mill, and I milled walnut boards. I milled maple boards, flame maple, regular maple. And this is a piece of wood that I actually cut myself from a log from a tree that fell here in Connecticut. And I went and milled the wood. I sweat my face off to cut all the wood. And I brought the big boards downstairs. I've been letting them dry for a year. And now I'm taking the wood and I'm making cutting boards out of wood that I actually cut. And so I'm going to start selling these as well as just another maybe side hustle type of thing, selling cutting boards, you know, with any type of logo you want on it. You could put the MarkinsPires logo on it, or you could put your own logo, put your family's name on them, whatever. And I'm going to start building these and selling these as a separate entity. But like I said, there's an origin behind the cutting board. It's not just a cutting board you bought and it was shipped to you by some factory. And the guy, this is one piece cutting boards. That's also a very hard thing to find. They say it's a lot more expensive to get that. But they're beautiful, and I'm building them by hand for you. So if you do want one, let me know. Andrea Neal's going to get hers. It's up here. I'll actually show you. It's just in the process of getting laser engraved, but it's a larger one. I'm not sure what size Andrea would want, but it's another piece of maple. It's got a lot of really nice detail on it. It's called silver flamed maple. It's gorgeous. So that one's in the process of being engraved, and then I'm going to put the finish on it and send it out so she could have that. But yeah, she sent me an extremely nice PayPal with the request to send the first finished cutting board, and I'm happy to do that. So those types of things I'm happy to do for you guys. If you want one, just let me know. I'm going to start cutting them and building them. Some of the wood I have downstairs I actually had to purchase. So some of the pieces may be more expensive than others because wood is very expensive. And when I was buying wood prior to cutting the wood, I had to pay a fortune for it. So even though the wood that I have here that I hand cut, it was theoretically free, I still had to go and spend my 8 hours or whatever it was to cut that wood. It actually would have been more affordable for me to buy the wood than for me to cut the wood when I think back about the time I spent on it. But it was an experience. I filmed a bunch of it. I haven't released it all yet. I'll drop all of that stuff so you guys can see it. I got a great 15-minute time lapse of me doing. That would actually be pretty cool. Because I could show you guys, hey, look at the cutting boards here, and I could show you the 15-minute time lapse of the 4 hours it was or whatever of me cutting these boards in Westport, Connecticut from a tree. And that's just cool stuff. So like I said, cutting boards, really cool. I'll be able to put my information on there so people remember me, because this is a business you have to continue to remind people that you're a realtor. Everybody has a friend that's a realtor, so And I don't know why my service keeps getting sloppy over here, but it does. Oops.
I won't touch the stars.
This is my newest song. It'll be released on the 17th album.
Come back down. I won't touch the stars. I'll take you away. Let me take you away. We'll take a long ride out of town. I wanna touch the stars. Before I come back down. You're on your own. Say goodbye to it all for now. Find yourself in Pueblo, Colorado, yeah. Up in the clouds and climbing high. I wanna touch the stars. Before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars. No looking back, no. The sun is setting, the moon is shining down. I wanna touch the stars. Before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars. You touch the stars before you come back down to planet. I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. You wake up in the morning, come the rising sun. You take me away again. You take me on another ride. I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. I won't touch the stars before I come back down. Oh, I won't touch the stars before I come back down. I won't touch the stars before I come back down. Oh, I won't touch the stars before I come back down. I won't touch the stars. Before I'll come back south. Written live.
Oh, yeah. Elgato! See, I told you about Elgato. You guys didn't believe it. And then you see it. DM Ryan in the house. Oh, B and John at 7:30. You know what I was thinking about, guys? How is there, I mean, is there a way, I wonder if there's a way I could stream the show as a podcast as well. So people who are at work can at least just pop their headphones on and listen in. So you can't watch clearly, but they can listen. Because this show is very much an audio experience. I have noticed when I did used to pop on podcasts, when I listened to the show, I'd get a totally different message and catch so much different stuff. And usually like my visualization would pop in, and my comedy is extremely visual. I'm only just saying things, and you have to actually, sometimes it's better to close your eyes and let those references that I'm throwing out there pop up in your mind. And I think it's something I have to explore, either taking every show and then dropping it as a podcast immediately after so you guys have access to it to listen to it, or just if there's a way to stream it live in the moment, you know what I mean? And so we could podcast it live on a platform. I wonder if there's a live podcast platform. I mean, clearly we're on YouTube and all these channels, but I don't... You know, people are into podcasts. This is essentially a podcast. It's a live video podcast, you know. So I have to transfer these, I guess. I saw it's 4,300 pieces of content. That's crazy. Like what? So I don't even know. My new concept here is: do we have to? Well, not do we have to. I'm going to create multiple other platforms on here or channels. One of them is going to be just a strict real estate show. It's going to be something like 4 walls and a roof, something like that. I don't know. Or MarkinsPires real estate. So I don't know. And every day I'm going to go live from my office or from a different location in Connecticut and do a short piece live. I'll interview somebody, different mortgage brokers, whatever. And it's going to be an only real estate channel. And my thought is, if I niche a few of these things, we're a variety show, so it's hard to build a variety show that's a positivity show. But if we have a real estate show, that could become something. The other thought was to have a channel that's just for building stuff. So I'm building out beat seats, I'm building out cutting boards, I'm building speakers, or whatever it is I decide to build. It's just a channel for that. MarkinsPires Woodworking or something like that. And it's just its own channel that lives on its own, and every once in a while I go live on it and I put a piece of content out of me building something, or that 15-minute thing of me cutting the wood, and it's strictly woodworking. You know what I mean? And I feel like if I could spread out the show into all these different platforms that do the specific things, then we may have an opportunity to grow one of them at least. This one I fear is kind of dead unless, there's somehow a way that we activate something larger than YouTube. A couple people suggested things like get sponsors, screw YouTube, just get a couple of companies that are like, we love the message of positivity, live music and comedy and no politics. We want you to do live reads of our company every day because it's a message we're behind, and there's nothing that's going to be offensive for our brand messaging because you're just out there trying to bring the world together with positivity, music and comedy. So I should be able to pull together multiple sponsors to say, fuck YouTube, I'll go live on YouTube every day, but I don't need YouTube. I have sponsors, and I don't have sponsors except for BeatSeat, which is my company. So if you guys have any ideas of companies who may like the messaging of this show and would like me to do a live read of their ad every day, like if you've ever seen any of these shows, like I used to listen to Opie and Anthony. I used to call Opie and Anthony a lot when I was younger and get onto the show and do some voices. But I used to love how they do their live reads. Every day was different. And that's how I do my show. Every single time I do anything is different. If I play a cover song, every time I play it's different. If I play an original song, every time it's a brand new song. I'm just living in the moment. So I think we could have a lot of fun with that. I really think we have a lot of fun with that. So I'm not sure what you guys think about it, but we have so much fun here on this platform. It's just a shame that we've been categorized the way we have. And it's not like it's for no reason. We're 7 months from a massive event taking place here in this country, and people who were, I would say, an enemy to the state last time around are on the same list.
And I was absolutely an enemy of the state the first time around because I was creating the Donald Trump show, which was a comedy. It was satire, it was parody. But that stuff died in 2019. They killed anything that was anti their messaging. And a comedy show that said things that came out to be true, is definitely a threat to the messaging. You can go see all that stuff. It is still here. I am considering erasing all of it. So maybe there's a chance they'll let me out of the cage and say, no, you're not harmful. We know a show called MarkinsPires isn't harmful. But right now they think it. So we have to play by their rules, and that means I still have a channel. They haven't canceled me, which is good. So let's see if we can work around it. Let's find some sponsors for the show. That's an easy way for us to continue doing this and generate some income for this channel and allow us to do some of the things I have in mind for the other platforms. Like I said, the real estate stuff, all these things are going to wind up costing me time and money. So if there's a way we could generate some on one of these platforms, that would be a great way to do all these ideas. Because I don't like having an idea and then not bringing it to the surface for you guys. I don't know if it's going to be good. I don't. But if I think it, I want to do it. And then just have it out there. So we keep doing that. Tomorrow, guys, 9 a.m., we do it all over again. And Joanne will be wheezing through the whole thing. That's her game. I got 2 pieces of comedy I'm working on. It's getting late, so I may not get to them tonight. Won't be able to. Maybe tomorrow in between appointments. That's the thing is this is a real estate's a very interesting business because you have to recreate yourself after every single transaction. And so if I sell something today, I have to go find my next piece of business. And so that's why I remind people, would I play a live venue in Wilton? Absolutely. Absolutely, brother. I'm really interested in playing any place that I can get into that would pay because I'm trying to see if I can generate some income from my talents. And when you've been doing this for this long and you do have 3 kids and a wife, you start getting a lot of questions like, okay, when are you going to stop? If you're not making money for this, you have to stop, And now with YouTube doing this, I'm hearing it even more. So it's like, okay, well, maybe what I should do is build the channel by going out and playing live shows and find new people and jam out on this guitar the way I jam out and sing and let my passion out and do the show. I want to do the show live. That's the thing. I don't want to just go and sing and play songs. I want to go and do the comedy news live. I want to do the MarkinsPires show live for crowds. That's the thing. This is the show that should be in front of a crowd. You know what I mean? I get a big green screen behind me, big TV with the green screen so you could see all the stuff I'm doing. I got a laptop in front of me and I'm doing the show live in front of a studio audience. And every single day it's the MarkinsPires show in front of a live studio audience. That vision of the show, I'm just seeing it now. That's going to happen. Don't know how or when, but every day I travel to a studio and there's 5 people, 100 people, 1,000 people. I don't know. It doesn't freaking matter. But I'm there and there's people in the audience and we're doing the show to hey, you guys. You know what I mean? And that to me would be the ideal. So if that starts with doing Wilton Center and playing for a bunch of people at a venue, and then they say, hey, you know what? I know somebody who owns this club, or there's a big festival coming up. I want to play festivals this year. I don't know how to get into any festivals. I don't have a booking manager. I don't have a talent agent. I don't have anything. I'm just a guy alone doing this for 5+ years as a realtor as well. So if you have any suggestions, any talent agents, anything like that, booking agents, anybody know anything like that, I am open to anything this year. I do still believe, even though I'm probably in the most clear state of what this channel means to YouTube and to all these other platforms, I'm still clearer than ever that this is the year for this channel. Or this show. I'm not forgetting about this channel, but this show elevates this YouTube and everything else this year. I don't know how it happens, but I don't give up. I'm here 3 days away from 1,900 days in a row, my family. And you guys, whenever you found me and this journey, thank you for sticking with me till today and beyond, because we are not done. We're just getting started. No soul could ever go through all the content I've ever created. It's impossible. 4,300 pieces of content, 9 feature films, thousands of songs, probably over 1,000 songs easily. You can't ever go through it all, but it's all there. So you pick anything, you go and push play on something. You're going to see something that never existed, because every show there's no script. It's a challenge I put out to you guys. Go and find songs that I never released. They're on every single show. Just go back and push play at day 215 and just be like, I wonder what happened that day. You know, my man Triumph. And I guarantee you'll hear a song that day, you'll hear a piece of comedy or a powerful, inspirational speech. And you'll be like, oh my goodness, the world needs that. Mark, why don't you drop it? Just send me a quick comment. You could do timestamps now on YouTube. 32 minutes. Bradley does this all the time. 32 minutes in, this piece of, this thing happened. Can you cut it out and send it and just drop it for everybody? All I need is a little help on that side, guys. I'll pull it and I'll cut things and drop it for you. So if you happen to come across anything cool you see on my channels and you're pretty certain I never dropped it, just leave a quick comment with it, because I can guarantee you, and this is weird, I want to say something that you're going to be like, no way. I'm pretty sure, I'm almost 100% sure on this. 4,300 pieces of content have been released, and I've missed 99.8% of everything I've actually created. Think about that. There's no script every single day for almost 1,900 days in a row, and all I do every single day is create. Okay, it's a live creation show. So therefore, although I've dropped a lot of stuff, 4,300 pieces of content is a lot of stuff, guys. I've missed 99.8% of it. There's over 1,000 songs. I've only released 200. Every night we write 1 or 2 songs. We did Hilly Billy song tonight, and then we did the song for. We had 2 birthdays tonight. How insane was that? Double-decker birthdays. Sig and Hilly's birthday on one night. So I'm going to keep exploring the creativity here, but don't be bashful. If you are looking for something to be entertained by, just push play on something. You're going to see a few things and you'll be, well, geez, that came true. A lot of stuff like that. But a lot of cool stuff that took place. So many different comedy ideas. I've done every single game show you could think of I've done with my green screen. They're all there. You just have to go and find them, but they're all there. Wheel of Fortune, Price is Right, Family Feud. I did Pressure Luck. I did Whose Line Is It Anyway? Or not that one. What's the other one? Match Game. I did Match Game. They're all there on this channel. It's insane. I've done them all. I'm like, oh, tonight we're doing, Wheel of Fortune. And Pat Sajak, I was Mark Sajak. And Vanna White, remember, guys? She had a little help from Joanne. Dean John, my brother, I appreciate you. Let me say goodnight to each and every one of you. I thank you for being here. Team Arrow, I will be back at 9 a.m. If you are someone who could join us, that's amazing. Please do. Remember, you can also just pop the show on and listen in. A lot of you do that. You're just kind of working and listening to the show. I welcome anybody and everybody to this platform. This is the twice a day connection. Let me see if I can grab the list of fam and friends here. Andrea O'Neill. Andrea, I got that. I'm working on that cutting board for you. Barella, being John, let's connect tomorrow, brother. And if you have any places in Connecticut you know of, because that's the other thing. John and I are like, I've been working in New Canaan for 15 years as a real estate agent. And that's literally, I sell houses in Wilton all the time, and that's where John lives. So like we have to connect outside of what we're talking about just to hang out. Go bowling or something. I bowl on Thursdays at Nutmeg every once in a while up in Fairfield. But we should connect, brother. Like, absolutely. DM, my brother DM Ryan, one of our most recent purchasers of a Beat Seat. Guys, if you haven't gotten a Beat Seat yet, check it out at beatseat.rocks. You can order yours. I'll build it for you and ship it out right here in Fairfield, Connecticut. And I really enjoy building those. Another thing, I've built a few of them on air. Like I said, this new channel, MarkinsPires, woodworking or whatever, when I create that, we'll be doing stuff like that, building out Beat Seats. When you order a Beat Seat, I'll be building it and you'll see your Beat Seat be built live on that channel, something like that. So we're going to do a lot of crazy stuff here, so stick around. DM Ryan, again, thank you for buying that Beat Seat. Helen Gale Townsend, I'm giving you a big hug. I'm so happy you're back. I got nervous. Leisure, number 7, my brother. Modoc Roughstock in the house. That's my boy. And then I see Pamela Swan kicking it. Right? Pamela, you're amazing. S-Coop. I can't thank you enough, S-Coop, for always including links and letting people know what we're doing here. This is a multifaceted show, so if you show up for the first time, you may get confused what the hell's going on here because it's just always something different. But to me, I think that's the pull. I hope the pull would be, I never know what I'm going to get when I tune into Mark, but positivity and something fun. I'm going to smile. I'm going to feel better than I did when I got there. That's the goal, is that you feel better when you leave than when you arrived. And that's a 50% thing. It's like 50% what I do, but it's also these awesome people here in the chat. So thank you guys for being you. Sig Sauer, happy birthday, brother. I'm going to say happy birthday to Hilly Billy too. I think he may have taken off, but happy birthday to you both. And we have liberty and freedom. You're awesome. Can I say that we have liberty? Thank you for the Jam and Joanne title. Thank you for Train Drive. You know the one? Jane, you know. Dancing. What a big league, you know? That was great. So we're going to keep doing the titles. Songs come from your titles. The Hilly Billy song was freaking fire tonight. Anybody remember how awesome that song was? Gosh almighty. Hilly Billy should be using that as his intro song, an outro song, like everything. He should be driving around to it. The Hilly Billy birthday jam, you know? This is a good one. Go back and watch it. That's maybe like 15, 20 minutes into the show, right after We Didn't Start the Fire, which I think was pretty cool. I think We Didn't Start the Fire was pretty cool, but who knows? Mark's got... I love it. MODOK, I love it. Mark's got wood. That's hilarious. I'm doing it tonight. I'm setting it up. We're going live. Mark's got wood. It's the new channel. MODOK. Yeah. I love you, MODOK Grubstock. You are amazing. I'm literally creating a channel tonight. Mark's got wood. I freaking love it. I will see you guys tomorrow, bright and early, 9 a.m. That's less than 9 hours before now. Let's see, 8.5 hours from now. So if you can join, if not, come back for the replay. I guarantee you there'll be some funny stories, non-political, and lift yourself up when you're feeling like you need it. Until tomorrow, thank you guys. I love you. I really do. This world needs more love.